New official teasers for the 5th episode of the Amazing Digital Circus have finally begun to be released. Today, Glitch posted a new teaser that hides a lot more than meets the eye. And also, they wrote to the post that the wait is finally over. I think a new trailer for episode 5, or even a few episodes ahead, may already be out this Friday, June 6th. But let's go over everything in order. The new teaser has all the characters we are familiar with, but there is also another character here that looks very much like a mannequin. But what could the NPCs forget in this place, and why is he there with the main characters? And what is this place anyway? I think this fragment will be one of the key in the 5th episode, and maybe in the whole series, because it could be the exit from the Amazing Digital Circus. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. Since this location is pretty dark, it could be a basement with abstracted characters, or it could be one of the new locations on the new adventure. But it could also be the White Room that already appeared in another teaser that was posted on the Gooseworks Tumblr. And this White Room could already be as a location outside the map, as it was in the 2nd episode, but it could be that these two teasers are not related in any way. By the way, if this location is encountered in the new adventure, it's pretty interesting what Zooble is doing here. And will it really be on every Caine adventure from now on? This is where the question becomes, is this really a new adventure? If you think back to episodes 3 and 4, Caine started glitching in each of them, as if there was some kind of glitch going on in him. At the same time, in the 3rd episode, all the locations in the Amazing Digital Circus started glitching together with him. If you remember the reason, he was basically just brought to this state by Zooble, but in episode 4 this glitch just happened. So that begs the question that with each new episode, Caine may glitch more and more, which will eventually give a complete breakdown and the digital circus will be lost. Because as we remember, Caine is the head of the entire circus. Back just to the teaser, and I'm going to ask you, don't you think there's someone missing here? Caine is missing, which means something could have happened to him. But there's no way out of the digital circus, and I don't think there's going to be a portal or a door that pulls the characters into the real world. That white light could turn out to be just a regular void in which the characters can fly around indefinitely until Caine brings them back. Or within some limits in the void, it is possible to die, which will allow the characters to escape into the real world. However, there was this theory that if a character dies in the Amazing Digital Circus, they will die in the real world as well, though it's not a fact that that's how it works at all. What else surprised me in this teaser was the very reaction of the characters to the white light. Pomni and Regatha look at it with wonder, while Gangle and Kinger don't feel good about the light. Zooble kind of looks disappointed in general, but the only character who doesn't care is Jax. He's going somewhere in general, but you can't tell for sure what his exact emotion is. In general, we can't understand what the characters are actually experiencing and whether they have encountered this location before. Speaking of which, this location may be a kind of prison where Caine sent the characters for bad behavior. If we remember the last adventure, it revealed the characters of many characters, not only Gangle. And many were left not very satisfied from the adventure. All the characters were tired and kind of even disgruntled. Gangle got hit by a truck in the first place. Maybe when the new adventure is supposed to start, one of the characters will riot because they remind Caine about the fast food restaurant, which could cause Caine to get mad and send the characters somewhere. By the way, this is the reason why he might go crazy again and give new glitches. And speaking of glitches, the Wacky Watch website has been updated again, but this time there's no introduction to the new adventure, there's no instructions of any kind. There's just a glitch screen. Of course, maybe Wacky Watch will be updated after the new trailer is released, but what if even here we're left with a hint of the 5th episode, namely what's going to happen in it? What do you think about it? In fact, having 2 teasers, as well as the unfinished stadium location from the old trailer, the plot of the 5th episode is almost impossible to predict. However, some clues are already there, and it's very good. I also wanted to break down one interesting detail I noticed in the first teaser from Tumblr. Pomni is sitting in this teaser as a frog, and if we remember very old teasers and sketches by Gooseworks, she said that she originally wanted to make Pomni a frog, not a joker. Perhaps this is a reference to the very first Pomni prototype, or perhaps we're in for a temporary makeover in future episodes. Well, now I just have to tell you about the trailer. If we remember the 3rd and 4th episodes, it was exactly the same where 2 to 3 teasers were released first, and then the trailer for the episode was released. And after 2 weeks, the episode itself was released. I think that either this Friday or next Friday the trailer for the 5th episode will be released, or for the remaining 5 episodes, as it was before the 2nd episode. In that case, The 5th episode will be released as early as June, either on the 20th or 27th. Glitch's trailers and episodes always come out on Fridays, so it's basically safe to predict release dates. But if a trailer for several episodes comes out at once, it's possible that episode 5 will be delayed for a while. But I really hope that won't be the case. And one more very important detail I want to say. Gooseworks told us that the 5th and 6th episodes will be connected and will focus on Jax and Ragatha, which will reveal their character to the end. That's why I don't think there will be much time between the 5th and 6th episode. It will probably be like between the 3rd and 4th episode, which is about 2 months. However, it's worth noting that Glitch have promised to release the remaining episodes of the Amazing Digital Circus by the end of 2025. This means that there should be as many as 5 episodes in 7 months. But whether that will happen, I don't know because it's been 5 months since episode 4 was released. Glitch may have just been preparing new episodes of the Amazing Digital Circus in that time, but don't forget that they also launched the Gaslight District, which means that in between episodes of the Amazing Digital Circus, episodes of the new show will be released as well. What I can say for sure about the new teasers is that there will probably be another one released before the trailer, and then we'll have some idea of future episodes. And actually, the new teaser may not refer to the 5th episode, but to one of the last episodes if a general trailer for several episodes comes out. But honestly, I think there will be a trailer specifically for episode 5 and then each episode individually. Especially Glitch themselves wrote that we won't have to wait any longer, and that tells us that the new episode will be out very soon. But what else could be interesting is that maybe there will be no more adventures and the characters will only be looking for a way out of the digital world. So the whole series could be divided into 2 parts on purpose. In the first part, until the 6th episode, we will watch the adventures that will reveal the characters' personalities, and then we will see how the characters will come to the idea that it's time for them to get out of the digital world. In the 5th episode, maybe the last adventure in the stadium, because we were shown the stadium. But after that, we have no information, which suggests that the whole series may change completely. Have the characters really found a way out, or is this just a new location? Will there be new adventures from Caine, or will the characters now only be looking for a way out? Write your theories in the comments, and I'll be sure to read them. Also, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Good luck, everyone, and bye-bye.